Since we're on a Les Paul style guitar, and in general, we were talking about, controls, you had talked to me about, again, going back to the keeping things on 9. I also wanted to ask you about some of the Clapton-esque stuff that we can get away with the Les Paul, like with the tone controls.
Okay,
stuff,
well, you want instant woman tone?
Yeah.
Front pickup.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try it.
Okay.
Okay. Front pickup, crank the amp, turn the tone to maybe 3.
To 3.
You got to season to taste. Not all tone pots are created equal. And, I would probably add a little tone in it. And
right.
Yeah, that's instant woman tone. We were talking earlier about the poke.
Yes.
All Les Pauls have a poke, and it's volume on 10. I don't know how you could probably hear it through this example, but you can hear it. You can actually feel it under the strings more than you can hear it. So if you play a lead on 10. If you roll it back to like 8.5 or 9, you'll feel a little, you can just do it till you hear it. And then it gets rid of a little bit of that 2K poke.
Yeah.
And it depends on the stage you're playing. Some stages are really dark and you need to go all the way up, but some stages are really strident and you're on you're just trying to dump high end out of the guitar, and that's a good trick to do. And then obviously you can use the tone pot that comes free with the guitar. And you can tell it doesn't really affect the gain too much. I find myself these days soloing live with probably on 9 most of the time.
Wow.
And it's just I keep turning things both on the amp and most importantly on the guitar until it clicks in here. It's like this is the sound I hear in my head.
Yes.
And there's no right or wrong. It's just what I hear and what I feel under the strings. And if you have an amp that's too compressed, sometimes they get too squishy, and you're like, man, the recovery rate is really, slow. You can get more articulation on the amplifier if you lower the amount of input gain, i.e. what's coming from the pickups going into the amp.
Right, okay, gotcha. Because we had talked last time, I believe you like a quick, I like things to be quick.
I like recovery of the amp to be as quick as, I prefer, okay. That's my, because I don't have any legato, it's for the faster run. But it's also just fatter. And you hear the notes more articulately, and you can slow things down and, actually, create more impact from just those little things.
Well, I guess every note is also getting a hit, right?
Every note's getting a strike from the pick.
Yeah, so every note's got like a full force, and then you can control
and it's not the amp's not collapsing and then recovering, collapse, recover, because it's a tube amp, so you're dealing with these kind of waves. That amp's pretty stout, so it articulates pretty good.